Of 5 tornadoes in and around our area, 4 confirmed by the National Weather Service based on, they say, impact. We're told those tornadoes took place in Waller County, Montgomery County, Porter Heights area, possibly Liberty County, and another in Brazoria and Galveston County. Again, we have several crews out in the field right now. We want to go to our Gage. Goulding. Gage is in a neighborhood north of Katy at Barton Cliff Drive. Gage?
Community, a relatively new build community. A lot of people that live here have only been here for 2-3 years, maybe tops. I want to just kind of take you in right here. Look at this house. This is one of the most severe damaged homes right here. The wall here. Let's start with the wall. Let's punch in here. It's gone. Siding gone, just down to the studs. And as you look up to the roof, I mean, shingles aren't even a thing here at this point. The actual roof itself, the plywood roof, has been entirely ripped off. And as you take a look, that's kind of the story with a house on the other side of our KPRC-TV storm tracker here, the roof there. Actually, I was just up in that attic. It is clear and clean cut. Almost like it was, you know, an incision, right? The storm somehow taking this and just ripping it right off. But take a look. You see there's a lot of activity going on here. There are people up on the roof starting to try to start patching things. What was a beautiful thing in all of this terror and just chaos was the community from a couple streets over. You know, I was talking to them. They said, you know what, the guilt is real. We somehow survived this with no problems. We're going to come out here. We brought our brooms. We brought our garbage bags. And then, look, there's a garbage bag on the lawn right here. Oscar, to your left. Photojournalist Oscar Chavez working the lens for us. That's a bag right there that these people aren't even home. Somebody came and collected debris and put it in their yard. Just, you know, hey, this is what we can do. This is what a community does, is they help one another. And that's the beautiful thing out of this entire situation. You hear the hum of those generators. It takes you right back to hurricane barrel time out this way. Many of the folks that we spoke with here say this is tornado number 3 that they've dealt with here in the last year and a half. So you think about the derecho that moved right through this area earlier this year, and then there were some spin-ups ripped kind of before the barrel time, and then now. And of course, what we had a couple days ago too, they were warned up in this area. But take a look at these vehicles here. This was the area that several cars were actually 100% overturned. But these vehicles here moved by the storm. This is a broken window here, something going right through the window, and on the backside you can see it looks like it was just being taken apart by Mother Nature itself. And on the other side of this vehicle, look, a mirror's gone, mirror on the other side's busted, the complete back window's busted here. There's glass all throughout this vehicle. I mean, pieces of glass shoved the whole way up into the front of the car. Just kind of makes you wonder, how the heck did this even happen? When you look at the garage, just damage all over. I mean, garage doors and fences, we're not even thinking about that. We are light years past that point in the damage, but more so looking at how the force of Mother Nature moved vehicles. I think that's going to be a really big thing that the National Weather Service, especially with this storm here, is they're going to look at, you know, they kind of need those telltale signs. We were talking about that yesterday with the tornado that touched down in southwest Houston, but they're looking for signs to rate the wind speed. And whenever it moves vehicles, it flipped over a giant pickup truck that was already towed out of here. You have to sit and wonder, you know, how the meteorologists at the National Weather Service are going to look at this and then use that to be able to say, you know, okay, it broke these windows, it did damage to this roof, it tore this roof apart, it moved these vehicles. You know, it just goes to show the strength. And why I say that is because these things spin up so quickly. And I talked to several people here that say, I got the notification on my phone. Let's take a walk. I got the notification on my phone, and I didn't take it too seriously. Actually, the one lady said she was in the bathroom of all places. And she was like, I really didn't take it too seriously. And then whenever I started hearing the wind pick up and the rain pick up, that's when I was like, something might be going on. And it just goes to show how quickly this can happen. But look, this is going to be the sight and the sounds here for the next couple of days. Crews already out here working to repair these homes. And it just amazes me. And, you know, I've covered tornadoes, I've covered hurricanes numerous times, but it's just always amazing to see just how strong these storms are to be able to rip the roofs off. Not talking shingles, I'm talking the roof, the actual wooden roof. Rip that off and then just toss it, take it somewhere else. And you can see, Oscar, let's move this way. Bill, if we have a couple more seconds, I want to show in one of the key indicators that says to me up in this power pole here, you see that's insulation from one of the roofs. This goes to show that, and again, an indicator that the National Weather Service is going to be looking at is whether this was winds that push all in one way, or if it was, you know, tornadic in nature, where there was that upward draft, that circular motion, right? That circulation, that upward draft. To me, that's kind of a big indication there, showing that there was some sort of upward movement in the storm. But hey, the beautiful thing, I know we talk about the gloom, the terror. This is a very sad day for a lot of different communities. A lot of people, a lot of families just after Christmas going into the New Year's holiday now have a lot to work around. 5 other tornadoes confirmed just 2 days ago. Let's not forget that. But the beautiful thing about this, and I keep on seeing it on social media, is the community coming together, people coming together, not just to look, but to help. You know, offering supplies, offering water, offering to, hey, can I help clean this up? Let's just, without even asking, just picking stuff up and moving it to the curb. That's the beautiful thing out of this, and I don't want that to go unnoticed. As you know, in our darkest times, the community will always come together. But here in the Woodward community, just north of Katy, the cleanup here is just beginning. But the good news is that they have an entire community helping do it. Bill?
Incredible images. Thank you, Gage. And I agree completely with you about just the folks there. It happens every single time that we have something like this happen in our area. Folks come together, and it is beautiful to see. Okay, thank you, Gage. We talked about